Welcome back to another episode of Better Men Barely. I'm Case, and this handsome guy next to me is Scott. So today we're actually going to be talking about prepping for going back to school because apparently summer only lasted 11 minutes somehow.
That's it?
Yeah, man. I don't even know how we got here. So welcome back with us. I'm Case. I'm a dad. I'm a husband, and honestly just trying to get better every day.
Yeah, I'm Scott. Still recovering from that Lego I stepped on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you're going to be hurting for a while, bud.
Foot's a little bruised. If your kid's backpack looks like a crime scene, this might be the episode for you. We're barely better men, but we're still trying.
Absolutely. Every day, right? So why this topic matters, I would say one of the biggest things, for us, we both have kids, younger kids, roughly the same age. Kids thrive with the structure. They need to have some kind of what they're going to get into every day. I know that's good for me too, right? Another thing, transitions are so hard. Think about it. When you tell your kid to stop doing something and immediately just want them to change, it's impossible.
Of course.
But
you're expecting something that is almost impossible.
Right. So if you get the prep, you get them going, I think you'll be better about making that transition better.
Definitely.
So back to school sets the tone for the whole year, though. We set up now so our kids are good throughout the year.
Yeah.
A smooth start saves us 3 months of hassle and just grind until Christmas.
I almost feel like it's the full school year and then it starts over again. Sure. But definitely kids thrive off of our energy too. They kind of feel the energy that we're putting out. So if we're calm and can handle the situations kind of well, they feed off of that. So it's kind of different, but preparation reduces their anxiety as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I could imagine just getting into prepping on my side.
Yeah, definitely
lowers my anxiety.
Yes, definitely. Routines builds their confidence. Just setting a daily routine, getting them in the habit of doing X, Y, and Z can help them thrive better throughout the school year.
100%. But are we perfect about it?
Not at all.
No. Man, it gets so bad. So what kids actually need before school starts? We'll jump into that. Some clear expectations. Hey, I need you to grab your backpack.
So don't color on it?
Don't color on your backpack.
So you need to tell me to not color on my backpack, right?
Don't touch the backpack. Don't do it. A predictable routine. So something they get used to over and over again. Again, it's just that repetition that gives them the structure they need. And emotional reassurance. So emotional reassurance is huge in this as well because little bodies have lots of emotions.
They got a lot of energy too.
Yes, they do. So kids don't need perfection, but they do need us to be consistent about it.
Definitely. And that even works for us too. If we can be consistent, it helps us as well to better prepare them for school.
Absolutely.
Also, another thing with this is resetting their sleep schedule. I know we started ours roughly 3 weeks ago of earlier bedtimes, waking up earlier, starting that routine like you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
And I haven't noticed a difference yet, but I know it is going to help them. They're going to not try to go to bed at 10 o'clock at night and wake up at 7 in the morning and not freak out.
Yeah, man. That's going to be a battle.
Yeah. Getting all their supplies organized, whether it's end of day, beginning of the week, or whatever works best for you guys, just helping organize all that stuff so that it's part of the routine every day. Another one could be a calm parent presence as well. I've noticed this myself that if I am a little upset or angry, they feed off that energy. So if I can be calm about asking them to do their daily routines or their task at hand, it almost makes it easier on them.
Yeah. Just to give a real life example of that, I had a pretty hard summer this summer. We've talked about it quite a bit. Had anxiety that really, really affected my life. And my kids, my youngest, truly felt that, where he was saying some things that a dad never wants to hear about. He didn't want to be here anymore. And man, that hurts so much. And so again, we need that emotional reassurance everywhere. So
thank you for being vulnerable with that.
Yeah, man. It's one of those things that once you are in it or go through it, man, you feel for anyone that understands it too. I didn't really understand it until it happened.
Yeah.
So, man, talk about that sleep schedule reset, man. That has been a struggle for us right now. My kids, we have a routine where we sit there, we'll get calmed down and we'll watch a YouTube video. And we got back into the habit of actually watching stories read aloud on YouTube.
I started doing that last year after you mentioned it to me.
Yeah. And it's something just to calm them down. They get to pick something they do enjoy. And so we got back into that habit just recently, but my kids just want to watch more and more and more. And it's like, no, it's 8:30. Technically bedtime is at 8. So we're trying to get back to that. But if they go to bed at 8, they'll get to read in their beds until 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So, but yeah, reduce the screens at night though. That's something that our kids only have screen time every other day. And so we usually are not on the TV at all. I mean, we'll do like I said, do our routine in the evening, have a TV or watch those videos, but that's about it.
Yeah, we kind of do that same thing where we do every other night for about an hour. They get it and then they start their bedtime routine of moving forward with everything. But with that, it's kind of creating a wind down routine as well for that.
Yeah.
Setting those expectations of you could do this, this, and this, but you need to do the following afterwards. As long as you're taking care of what you're doing, we'll give you more things that you can add to your routine.
Do your kids fight bedtime like it's a sport? Like hey, no, I'm trying to win here.
It almost feels like I'm wrestling 4 banshees and they all just want to pet the cat after they brush their teeth.
I thought you were talking about the cat's teeth being brushed.
No, yeah, they all get up afterwards. They all get hugs, kisses, good nights, 2 good nights, 3 good nights, and then they all have to go to the bathroom again.
Of course. That's usually how that works. I would say another huge one is that wake up consistency, that time where they wake up.
Yeah.
That has been very difficult in our house lately. Like my almost 10-year-old is sleeping in later and later, which is rare for him. So we're going to have to get back to that.
He's growing.
Man, he seriously is. So, but yeah, that's one thing that we've been bad at, to be honest. So that's something that these next couple of weeks before school starts, we've got to focus in on.
Yeah. Another one with that too is maybe starting off with some morning sunlight. Like maybe after they get all their routine done, let them go sit outside for a couple minutes and just kind of get those rays. I don't know if it actually helps, but you could try.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's so much science behind getting vitamin D first thing in the morning. Like I know my youngest loves going eat his breakfast out on the patio.
That's awesome.
So it's so good, but he gets super distracted out there. So yeah, that's kind of limited.
If your kids wake up like zombies, congratulations. You're not alone.
Yeah, seriously. Like that's what I hear coming from our bedroom or their bedrooms in the morning. So
that's funny,
man. Building a morning routine that actually works for your household, because your household is definitely different than my household, 100%. And there's so many others out there that have different households that just operate differently. So I know some families prep clothes at night. My wife is phenomenal at that.
Same with mine. She likes to put everyone's outfits out the night before.
Yep.
They all fight the following morning because they don't want to wear it, but they're in uniforms. They don't have much of a choice.
That's one positive thing about the schools we have our kids go to. Prepping lunches the night before? Do you do that?
I do it right after work.
Awesome.
Every single day I pack 3 kids' lunches. The 4th one's not in school yet, but I pack 3 lunches every day and start dinners. So yeah, that's another one, trying to pack a lunch, or if they get lunch at school, at least get their snacks and maybe a water ready for them, because it is summertime here. So it is pretty hot.
It's hot. That's huge, because that's something my wife is really good about, prepping their lunches during the morning before they get ready to go. So another thing is prepping backpacks the night before. Is that something you guys do?
Yes, sir. When I go home from school, I have them empty their backpacks completely. Start homework, everything that needs to be signed or kept, we put it nice and neat, and then they put their stuff back in their backpack at the end of homework, and it's ready for the next morning.
Yeah, that makes sense. That works a lot. So night before prep saves you time in the morning.
Definitely. I don't take the kids to school, but it helps my wife take the kids to school. All they have to do is put their stuff together.
Absolutely.
With that, you also want to just keep the mornings as simple as possible. And if that means you getting their breakfast ready, getting everything else ready for them to succeed for the day, try it. I don't do it every day. My wife does it every day, and it helps her dramatically. You also kind of want to do one task at a time in the morning. You can't expect a 7 through 10-year-old to multitask efficiently. We still can't do it.
That's what I was about to say.
We're struggling still.
Well, it's proven that humans technically cannot multitask. Like, we are so inefficient at doing multiple different... It just slows you down. Keeping one task at a time that's awesome, actually. No rushing. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes you have to, though.
Well,
you got to say they're going to miss the bus.
But your kids don't take the bus.
Yeah, the bus.
The bus, okay. But that's one big thing that I've been trying to implement in my life lately, is being unhurried. Because, man, you can make mistakes. You can make simple, just Oh man, that was dumb. So I just try to be unhurried lately.
I actually have an example for that from last year. My son likes to bring his sunglasses to school now and his baseball hat because he's in baseball.
Oh yeah.
I was rushing him a little bit because we were on time and just wanted to get there early, and he had a complete meltdown because he didn't have his hat and glasses.
Yeah.
Me knowing what I know, I already had him in the front seat, and it kind of calmed down the situation. But if they weren't there, like he got to school showing up full tears, like something happened.
Oh yeah.
So it, like you said, just try not to rush.
Yeah. Let it be unhurried.
Wake up earlier.
Mr. Wake up at 3:00 in the morning.
It's 3:15. Thank you very much.
Gross. So I would say another huge thing is talking to your kids about the new school year.
What do you mean by that?
So ask what they're excited about. You got to have that excitement for them. At least for my younger one, he's not a huge fan of school. My older one, he loves school. He goes and learns everything he can. So he's excited about it. My younger one, we had to kind of, all right, what are you excited about? "Oh, I'm not excited to go. Well, we talked about his classmates from last year. We talked about the fun things they did. And then he started to get it into a little bit more.
Okay.
Another way is, what are they nervous about? That's a pretty deep question. Hey, what are you nervous about this year? It's a new year for you. Like my older one's going into 4th grade this year. I know your oldest is going into 5th.
Yeah.
That's the last year of elementary school.
It is.
Holy cow.
And I know kids at that age, they kind of don't talk about their feelings or emotions. And if they do, it's really hard to understand them. Or they feel scared, or you're going to be mad at them for sharing what they're talking about. But yeah, just talk to them. And with that communication that me and you are having right now, we hope to have that with our kids.
Yeah.
And this just starts with school. It opens up so many other potential opportunities other than just school, being connected with your kids.
Yeah. I mean, make it normal. Like
Yes.
normalize the practice of
Yes.
asking your kids, hey, what are you excited about? Hey, what are you nervous about? Ask them some really good, deep questions. Our kids think so deeply about things. You just got to talk to them about it.
Yeah. Kind of open it up. You also kind of want to share your own school memories of what school was like for you. I mean, we were back in the Stone Ages.
Pretty much, man.
But it was fun. Like school was different back then. Like there wasn't, I don't want to say there wasn't as much bullying or stuff like that back in the day.
No.
It definitely was a different time. But if you share those cool experiences that you had, they may experience the same thing and come back to tell you what's going on. And it's just cool hearing their stories at the end of the day. How was school? And they're not quiet for 30 minutes. And you're like, wow, all this happened today?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be learning?
That's so much fun. Just to jump in here real quick, one of the experiences I got to share with my oldest, because he's going into 4th grade, I had my first girlfriend in 4th grade. I'm a little nervous about it. I don't think my oldest is into all that, but I had older brothers that I was looking into or looking up to, right? But I'm a little nervous about it, but at the same time, he's a good kid, man. Like I had my first kiss in 4th grade. It's weird. Okay.
I mean, kind of with that, you kind of want to encourage the curiosity though. Like,
hey,
they can definitely think about what's there.
Sure.
I'm not saying to try it, but
please don't listen to me, kid. Don't try it.
Take your time.
You can wait.
There's no rushing, remember? But with all this, you kind of want to build their confidence.
Yeah.
If they're confident going into school, they're going to do better in school. They're going to behave better in school. And when they come home, they're going to behave better for you. And that just creates a calm environment for everybody. And I know in my house, I could be really upset at the end of the day of school because it's hot. I don't want to do homework with them. But I've noticed if I sit down and I don't rush and I'm calm, things go a lot smoother.
Absolutely. And man, we got to shine a light on that. That's very hard some days.
Some days it almost feels like another job trying to manage your emotions around your kids because they thrive off your energy.
100%. And it is. Raising kids is a full-time job, man.
Yes.
Like, yeah. So let's get to it on the supplies and organization side of this. Obviously, supplies is a huge thing. I know that we just got our supplies about a couple weeks ago, and luckily I have some family members that help get those for my kiddos,
Nice.
which is awesome. But we had to go pick them up and everything. And so it's a whole process of organizing them. But just, we got to focus on getting the basics though. And don't stress all the extras. Those will come up during the year. My wife always stressed the extras. Bless her heart. And let your kids help choose some things. This was great for us this year. So our 2 boys got to pick their water bottles for this year. So my wife said, hey, all right, come pick what you want. My boy is so excited that his water will stay cool for 50 hours.
He was telling me earlier that it'll stay hot for 10 hours too.
It will.
Maybe he'll have some hot chocolate.
It's just so funny, the things that kids get so excited about. And it's because they got to choose that.
You were telling me about this a couple weeks back, and I did the exact same thing. Well, my wife did the exact same thing. She took them out to go get their lunchbox and water bottles, and they were ecstatic.
That's so good.
It was so much fun. But with these supplies, I did it a little bit differently.
Sure.
There's a website that the school offers, and we just clicked what grade, and it got sent to the school. It pre-labels everything.
Cheater.
It does everything for you so you can save all that time. And to me, spending the extra $15, $20 per kid, it's a lifesaver for me. I just have to show up to school and all their stuff's already there.
Okay. That's actually really
all I
nice.
had to do is make sure they have a backpack.
Woohoo! Here you go.
Yes, definitely.
That is so good. I mean, one of the biggest things we got to remember is giving kids ownership of choosing the things they want, like their backpacks or lunch boxes. A stinking water bottle that's cool for 50 hours. Man, it builds so much excitement because they got to own it.
Yeah, and with this, you kind of want to keep a weekly reset of these supplies. Maybe if you're running low on something to help with the homework, or they may need something for school, maybe ask them or their teacher at the end of the week to see if they might need something new. But with this, all these tips and tricks, do what works for you at your house. For me, it's easier spending a little extra money to make it so much stress-free environment. For you, you said you kind of enjoyed the family and you get to see everybody. It's like a family reunion. I don't
know about that, but yeah.
I'll get a pass.
I mean, are you a big labeler? Like, do you like to label everything?
I don't label everything, but there's a spot for everything. Like I have a little pencil pouch that has highlighters and scissors and pencils for them. And I highlight everything for their homework so it's nice and easy because I'm really organized. I do this because...
Best dad ever right here.
No, don't
organizing is not...
But I don't organize. I just keep everything tidy.
All right, so I know we mentioned it a few times, but emotional prep for our kids. Let's talk about it. So talk through the first day expectations with them. All right. Hey, what are you thinking your first day is going to look like? That sets that up pretty clearly of what they're expecting. And then if it's over the moon of cupcakes and rainbows and unicorns, you can bring it down a bit. Like, hey.
I would say with that, maybe set the first week expectation.
I do.
Just the first day, they're just going to meet their teachers, kind of diddy-daddle around classes.
That was a new term.
Diddy-daddle. Wander, navigate, bovine, whatever. With that, I say maybe we do like a first week expectation. I think the first day or two of school, they're just meeting their teachers, kind of getting the routine down. Yeah. Then you can maybe ask them on the third or fourth day what they feel their expectations may be.
Sure. I think that's actually a great way to look at it. Man, let's remind them that they're capable of it.
You can do this.
Hey, you got this.
You're powerful. You're smart. You're kind.
Man, and thanks. I'm getting emotional. But it's those little things. That like, honestly, genuinely, like you just looking me in my eyes and saying that, wow, my soul is happy. But imagine doing that to your kiddos. That's phenomenal.
They may look at you like you're crazy, but they're gonna
feel it.
Be like, my dad said I love you today, or my mom said I love you today, and that you're gonna do good.
Yeah,
you're gonna do the best you can, and that's all we ask for.
Damn right. And no matter what, I'm still gonna love you.
Yep,
that's it.
With that, validate their feelings.
Oh yeah.
They have feelings too, just like we do. Men typically don't tend to show our feelings, or we hide them really, really well.
Yes.
But with the kids, we want to show them that feelings are okay to express.
And not just anger.
Yes.
Because that one comes up quite often, I'd say.
I would say about 7 out of 10 times the anger bubble comes up.
Sure. I can get that. So try to show happy, sad, excited. I know I've cried in front of my kids. Just about stuff going on, and that gives them the, hey, it's okay for me to cry. I've got 2 boys, right? So I want to show them that, hey, it's okay for a man to actually show his emotions.
Definitely. Practice that independence. Give them their own freedom sometimes. Give them to them in small doses, because otherwise they're going to run with it. But give it to them. They're going to prove you wrong. They will prove you wrong because they're going to show you that they can do this on their own, and then now you're not needed no more.
I mean, that's the whole purpose of parenting is to raise kids that are successful.
To give them everything that you have plus more.
Maybe not the anxiety. I think with that independence, though, that you're going to want to encourage that problem solving as well.
Definitely. If they can identify what the problem is at hand, or what maybe caused them to be upset or couldn't be independent at that time, it helps them learn.
Yeah.
Of course, with some guidance, but let them try to figure out the problem.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. Celebrate all those small wins as well. They fixed this problem that happened that they weren't in control of, and they figured out how to find a solution. Small victories.
Dude, that is so true. It is those small wins. I know we talk about it almost every week at this point. They stack up. Genuinely, like those little wins here and there, man, they are just so good. All right, so let's get to it. How can dads show up for, back to school? All right. I will say I was not the best father when it came to going back to school. I thought I put everything on my wife. This year, I'm really trying to show up. I'm being intentional about showing up to help with my kiddos this year because it's a struggle, man. It's a lot going into prepping for school.
It is.
So, man, show up again. So another big thing is staying consistent, right? And you're going to have those seasons where it's really difficult to stay consistent. And we're going to talk about seasons quite a bit because it's not a predetermined time, but it's a time in your life that you just got something really heavy or really crazy going on, but it's only a season. It's not just those natural winter, summer seasons. No, it's just a season of your life. It's a chapter of your life, you'll hear it called, but season's a term that we've used throughout the years we've been working together.
And the season can be a couple days, a couple weeks. I think I've had one that lasted a couple months, but it kind of gives you that time frame to focus, buckle down on that item, and then move on.
Well, I mean, it goes to like, okay, this is a season of me having to really work on work.
Yes.
Or a season of, hey, I'm really focusing on helping put my kids back to school.
That's what we should focus on for the beginning of the school. Set this season for yourself to try to show up, be consistent, be persistent, be patient.
Dude, being patient is so critical because even with yourself is the number one thing I would say. Because yes, patience is hard to do with your kids and your wife sometimes, but man, I get really short tempered with myself because I'm not doing what I want to do properly.
You're frustrated that you're not achieving what you want in that moment. And with that, you can be calm, kind of preparing yourself for getting them back to school, setting yourself up for the season, but also modeling flexibility.
What do you mean with that?
It's almost, for me, being flexible with the kids at school is losing some hours at work to show up for them for anything. If it's picking them up early, if it's assemblies, if it's meeting their teachers,
absolutely,
I'm going to lose as many hours as I need to make sure I'm there. And if I'm not there, I'm going to let them know I can't be there and let the kids know so that it's not they're getting their hopes up.
Brother, that just speaks to your past, man, because I know that you didn't have that. It is incredible to see the man that you are choosing to show up, even when it's hard and it affects your paycheck at the end of the day. So, dude, good on you. That's a good dad right there.
Trying. We're just trying to be better. One day at a time to get better.
Okay, so let's talk about some practical takeaways here then. Some things for us to take away and for our folks to actually take away from this thing. Have one intentional prep moment daily.
Okay.
So prep for the lunches, prep for your clothes, prep for getting those school supplies ready, getting the backpacks ready. Even if it's just reassuring your kiddo, like, hey, I love you. You got this. Make sure it's just something to prep, right?
Yeah.
We'll get into that too, is one conversation about feelings with your kiddos.
They're allowed to have feelings.
Feelings.
Yeah, I mean, with the feelings, it's huge because we have the feelings.
Sure.
And we want to model them to be able to have the feelings too.
Yeah.
And that's, try to do that at least once a day of just being honest, open.
Yeah. Again, it's about that consistency because it builds confidence in them that, hey, you're going to show up. Hey, you got this, kiddo.
Definitely. Try to have that one organized space. For me, it's a kitchen table. It doesn't seem like it works very well. Every day after school, they get all their stuff out. They have a snack. They put their stuff on the table and we start. And we go into it maybe 30 minutes after they're home from school so that they can just get it out of the way and have the rest of the day to play, go outside, whatever it may be.
Sure.
But that's our organized space for homework.
I love that.
You kind of want to have one predictable routine. For us, it's the same thing. As soon as they get home, put everything out, get it all up. But if you can try to have that predictable routine that they know what's going to happen every day after school or every morning before school, it helps set the tone.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I think one of the biggest things to remember here is to stay calm. Have one of those moments a day to stay calm.
The woosah moment.
Groovesfraba.
What I've been trying to do with that is I do therapy myself. And my therapist gave me an app. It's like a calming timer app. And I try to put one on after school to just kind of mellow them down a little bit right after school, just so we can kind of get into that moment.
Okay.
Haven't seen much of it help, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I was going to ask because I know my kiddos, when they're right out of school, they are wired.
See, and I've been trying to ask my wife to do that in the beginning of school, to like go into school kind of calm. And it's just a jam session every morning.
Sure. I'm sure it is, man. So in closing, getting back to school is a very hard season. It's a hard time, or it can be hard.
Yes.
If you're not taking the time to prep for it correctly.
And being intentional about that.
So that's right now is the time to start doing it. I mean, at least for us, our school starts in a couple of weeks.
Once this episode goes live, school will be ready in 1 week.
Nah, that's crazy. Just make those small steps again. It doesn't all have to be right this very second, but start working towards it.
Definitely.
You don't need to be perfect. Just be present in the moment.
Definitely. And with all that being said, next episode, we're going to be talking about stress and identity for a man.
It's going to be a hard one, or not a hard one, just a deep
subject.
Yeah, it's going to be, we start talking about some really personal stuff in that episode.
Yeah. So, like how men lose themselves, how they're trying to rebuild their identity, how stress shapes who they become and who they currently are.
Yeah.
Stress has definitely affected me a little bit.
Yeah, it's been summer of that. So stress doesn't disappear, but we can learn how it drives you. So that's what we get into in the next episode. I just want to say thanks for being here. And if you're here, it means you're trying. And your trying already puts you ahead of yesterday.
Yeah, we're not chasing to be perfect dads. We're just chasing to be a present dad.
Absolutely. Small steps, man. They stack up like pancakes.
Flapjack pancakes.
Flapjack pancakes.
Start today, reset tomorrow.
Yeah. We're barely better men, but better men all the same.
Let's get to work.